When we started Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends, and 20 million of you played with us. Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo, and I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3.
So I'm just going to break it down like this, right? Like you saw the video and whatnot, right? And I don't know if you saw the hat, right? I'm going to show you a picture of the hat, right? That's the picture of the hat right there. And you know, like a well-adjusted member of society, you know, like a normal person, you see this hat and you read what it says and you take it for what it says, right? Make FPS great again. That's literally what it says, right? You know, I don't know why I would be offended by the hat, you know, unless I was mentally ill, you know. I don't know why I'd be offended. But anyways, you see this hat, you know, caused some stir online, like almost everything does these days. There's always someone crying about something somewhere, you know. There's always got to be someone crying about something somewhere. If there isn't, then, you know, we're all dead or something. But I'm going to show you some tweets. We're going to start off with the hat first before we get into the game itself and like what has been said. But let's start off with the hat really quick. It won't take too long. I'm going to share you a tweet. Just one. I'm going to share a couple, but I'm going to share you like one main one, which is hilarious, right? Like it's so stupid. But here we go. All right, so look, right, here's the tweet. Look at what it says. This is not a so so the Splitgate guy said, because people are angry about the hat, right? The CEO said like the hat is not a political statement, right? Obviously, the hat just says make FPS great again. It's just funny, right? And then this person is like quote tweets the thingy and says like people are dying and being deported, and this country is a joke to the world. But yeah, teehee, your hat is whatever. You don't realize the irreparable marketing damage you just did for this game. What a joke, right? This person is seething, right? They're crying about this hat. Like, you can't even be serious, bro. There's no way you're that mad about this hat, bro. There's just no way. You can't be like socially like well adjusted. And if you see like the comments, right? If you see the comments of like some of the shit she's saying, like you could tell like this person is insane. Like she's clearly like just insane. Like if you have an issue with this hat, right? You have bigger problems than this hat, bro. Like let's start from somewhere, right? First thing you need to do is you need to go to a hospital. That's the first thing you need to do. Preferably a mental hospital. But you at least a hospital. A hospital is like a good starting point, right? You need to go there, get off the internet, go to a hospital and seek help. That's my advice to you. Go there, seek help. If you can find a mental hospital, wonderful, you know, even better. But any hospital would do just fine. Seek some help. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, now for the meat and potatoes of the actual video. So here's the thing, right? The CEO talks about how COD, right? He doesn't want to play COD anymore. Doesn't want to play the same COD anymore, right? Which is literally the sentiment of every person with IQ higher than room temperature has this same sentiment, right? Like everyone knows how repetitive it's been. I don't know why people still pay $70 every iteration. Don't know why people still do that. You know, to be fair, I used to be one of those people. Up until recently. But yeah, like it's just like I guess it's like a easy dunk there. But like I don't think what he said is like crazy enough to warrant some of the statements that I'm seeing, right? Like some of the statements I'm seeing just don't even make any sense. Like I get the pushback from the COD players, right? I get the pushback from the COD fans and stuff like that. But like, bro, you gotta admit that your game is trash, right? Like your game is trash. Everyone knows it's trash. Like I don't know why you're doing this stupid ass fucking circle, like thing in a circle. Like basically they're trying to like call him out for trying to claim like Splitgate isn't going to be the one to kill COD. It doesn't even have to be. Like, do you know what a tukokwe is? What you're doing is a tukokwe. It's a fallacious like argument. You're saying, oh yeah, because his game is bad, right? Makes his argument invalid. No, it doesn't. Like, his game can be bad and COD still be bad. You understand that? Like, this is just like basic logic, you know? He could make a terrible game and still say COD is bad, and the statement COD is bad can still be true, regardless of whoever made, like, if he made a terrible game or a good game. Like, this is just basic 101 just reasoning, you know? That's the first thing. The second thing is getting backlash for is the bundle, right? Or the third thing technically is so there's a bundle in game that was $145 and was discounted to $80. I'm not even gonna lie, I love Splitgate. Played the first one. I got like masters in the first one. I played ranked a lot in that one. I'm playing the second one. I'm loving it a lot. Loving the battle royale. Played COD as well. I like both games, and to be fair, I might be biased, but I like Splitgate more. You know, I like Splitgate more. And I even like Battlefield more than I like COD. But I'm gonna be as fair as I possibly can. But the bundles, right? The bundles being $145 is, bro, like, or starting at $145 is ridiculous. And even with the discount being $80 is still ridiculous. Like, let's just get that out the way first of all. It's insane. I'm just not gonna lie about that. It is ridiculous. But there's a good side to this. I'm gonna explain, right? So first of all, like, the game is a free game, right? You know, I personally, even though I think the price is ridiculous, I personally don't give a shit, right? If something is too expensive, I'm just not gonna buy it. Especially in a free game, I'm just not gonna buy it, right? So I guess you could talk about it, but I don't know why you'd cry about it. Like, you don't have to buy it, you know, especially in a free game. Like, the game is literally free, and the bundles don't even give you any advantages. Zero competitive advantages. So like, I don't even care, right? But at the same time, I don't have to care enough, right, to at least point out that, like, you know, the price is kind of wild. But at this, like, it's gonna kind of like balance itself out, like it did. But it's gonna, like, if you make a bundle or like a skin in game and set the price too high, right, and people don't buy it, it's the game's fault, right? Like, you're just not gonna make any money, so it doesn't even matter anyways. You're gonna have to like make the prices competitive anyways, right? If people don't buy it, like, they're gonna have to reduce the price one way or the other anyways, right? And people can argue that they're going to resort to like tactics of like putting like ads in game, like COD does, by the way, right? But like, the good news is, right, the good thing about this is the Splitgate CEO actually listened, right? He listened. I'm going to play you the video, but he listened, and now they've dropped the price down to around $34, right? And the whole video is like 4 minutes. I probably won't play the video. I might link it in the description. But he dropped it down to like $34, $35 for that bundle, right? So it's a good thing that, you know, people spoke about it, right? Like, it's a good thing that people spoke about it, and it's a good thing that he listened. Right? So in my books, that's an instant W for me, right? And now let's talk about COD, right? I don't know if you guys know this, right? But I don't know if they've changed it yet. But like, if you've ever played games like the finals, right, by Embark or COD, right, you would notice something, right? In the loadout, like in the loadout menu, there are ads in the loadout menu, like to buy a skin. There's a loadout menu ad to buy a skin, not in finals, but in COD. In finals, you just get, like, when you get loaded up, you just get that shit pushed to your face. But in COD, there's literally an ad, the loadout menu. Like, how is that not like way worse? Like, you're literally just looking at your loadout, and there's an ad telling you, hey, you know, you might want to try this skin on your, like, bro. Like, isn't that crazy? That's wild to me. I think that's about it. I think for me, I don't see too much of an issue with the way Splitgate is handling it. I think it's fine. You know, it's a little bit of banter here and there. And the pushback is expected. I don't mind the pushback. It's just some of the points in the pushback just don't make any sense.